Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News for March 10th, 2016. The former Swank building is in the process of being demolished. The building at the corner of O'Neill Boulevard and Pearl Street was vacated by the Swank Company in 2000 and acquired by the Attleboro Redevelopment Authority. The ARA began efforts to remediate the structure, however, changes in environmental policy made the effort too costly to continue. To learn more about the project, we spoke with ARA Chair Rick Correia and Treasurer Jackie Romaniecki.
This is the remnants of what used to be the Swank building. And we're starting to take it down. It's been an eyesore for the community and for us for a long, long time. We started to remediate this building a while ago, and we needed to take it to the certain parameters in accordance to DEP and environmental protection. And when we finally almost got there, the parameters changed, which meant that now we had no option other than to take the building down.
The building is well over 100 years old, or into the category of being 100 years old. And back in the earlier 50s even, the construction requirements were a lot different than they are today. A lot of asbestos was used. This was a building that has big pipes, lots of hot water material going through them. So lots of asbestos insulating everything. So that was in there. There's also underground oil tanks that have been a concern as to making sure there's no leakage or anything. Things were a lot different back in the 50s and 40s when this place was really in process and working well. We've had to make sure that just those normal construction contaminants are taken care of. Then you start adding all the various chemicals that you used when you're talking about any kind of jewelry manufacturing, and that contaminates the building to an even greater degree.
It was too sick to save. So here we are taking the building down, and when this property is completely level, it will belong to Leach Gardner. And in exchange for that, they will be giving us the 2 lots across the street on O'Neill Boulevard, of which we have a purchase and sale, or we will be having a purchase and sale, with Sturdy Memorial Hospital for approximately $245,000. Now, a lot of people will think that, wow, the ARA is finally going to have some money in their bank account. Well, it gets a little murky because the $245,000 goes right back to Mass Development to help satisfy the $1.5 million grant that was given to the city and the ARA to take this building down. So one thing about the 245 is it helps us with our debt, but it doesn't put any change in our pockets. Ramco has been doing a good job. They're on task. They're here every day. The job started on December 23rd, and the window was 120 days to get the building down.
Some people look at the idea of beautification and think parking lot doesn't sound too beautiful, but to have a building that is basically cannot be used for its purpose, it becomes empty. It becomes a good place for people to take shelter when they need it illegally. That becomes a fire hazard. It becomes a danger, not just to them themselves being in the building, but also to the people around here, to the various neighbors and everything. We have a neighborhood just across the way there. There's houses and well, people who live in those houses. To not have that there is a plus. They're going to actually be able to see the woods and everything across the other side of O'Neill Boulevard that opens up into that section over there. It's going to be a much better view for them. They're not going to have this big brick building in the middle of their view. So that's a plus. And it, like I said, it's helping us clean this site up, get this site functioning, and just helping us move on to our next project right after this. Ramco has already gotten the contract to tear down the old DPW yard. If you've gone down to the new DPW yard, you know what a beautiful, fantastic setting that is. So many things are going on in the city. It's just a very exciting time and an exciting place to be and an exciting project to be a part of.
That's it for today's update. For DoubleACS News, I'm Austin Ricketts.